teacher, I think what you do is one of the most noble things ever, but if you teach 4th grade and under, and you send kids home with homework on the weekends, you're a dick. So, one weekend in particular, she sends us home with an essay. I want you guys to write an essay about what you want to be when you grow up, and why. I'm 8 years old, woman. Girls still have cooties. I'm not even sold on this whole bathing everyday thing. Now I have to figure out what I want to be for the rest of my life. So I go home and I got my 2 role models. On Friday night I'm with my dad, who's very blue collar, and he works in a warehouse, and his idea of a good time on a Friday night is to have all of his buddies come over with cases of beer, and my job is to be the runner. Go fetch beer, go toss out the empties. Go fetch beer, go toss out the empties. It was a sausage fest, it sucked. They wake up on Saturday morning with a hangover. And my dad does not want to deal with me on Saturday morning, so he would call my Uncle Charlie to come and pick me up. He would pick me up, ray of sunshine. We're having a party tonight, Mijo, we need to go shopping. When he would have a party, we would always go and get new digs, because apparently gays have figured out that you can't have a party and wear the same outfit twice. I'm convinced, in fact, that's why they have parties, so they have an excuse to go shopping. And then we go to the caterer, and then we go and hire the DJ. We come home, have light lunch, I go to my room, take a shower, he goes to his room, takes a shower, I get all dressed up. I am wearing exactly what he's wearing. I'm a mini him. Cute as a button, I was adorable. So then the party starts, and everybody starts showing up, and the men, I'm not gonna lie to you, the men were gorgeous, dressed to the nines. They would just make women wet, but you couldn't have them. The women who showed up were even better. Oh my God, they wore the shortest hint of skirts. They had these long, toned, muscular legs, tiny little waist, broad shoulders, long, toned arms with these big hands that could grasp a basketball. I thought they were hot. And so we're having a party, we're dancing, we're having a good time and whatever, and everybody's actually interested in my life, you know. They're all like, oh, I heard you were in Little League now. Have you scored any touchdowns? and bless their little hearts, they gave a shit about me, okay? So on Sunday morning, I woke up and I was inspired. I got my pencil out, put down fucking the greatest prose on paper that's ever been written. Faulkner, Hemingway, they're shit compared to what I wrote. And I get to class on Monday, and it's the first time I've ever been excited to be in school. I turn in my paper, and I sit in the back of class, waiting for her to ask for volunteers to share. As soon as she does, I shoot my hand up. I'm like, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me. The problem is I never raised my hand, so she was suspicious from the get-go. And she's looking around at anyone else that she can pick, but me. And she's like, Peter, why don't you go ahead and tell us? Well, Miss Sikes, I want to be a doctor when I grow up, because I want to help people. I'm in the back, I'm thinking, fucking pussy. Come on, anybody else, please, pick me, pick me. She looks right past me. Joseph, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a lawyer, because I'm fucking Satan. And I'm like, get tired. Please pick me. No, she has to pick little Miss Olivia in the front row, the biggest brown-noser ever. I want to be a teacher just like you, Miss Sikes, because I think what you do is the most important job in all the world. I hated that bitch. So finally, when there was nobody else left to pick, I'm like, oh. She said, fine, Rudy, what do you want to be when you grow up? Shoot out of my chair. Just shoot out. I'm like, I want to be a gay, because they're fabulous. And she just looks at me, points to the door, and says, to the principal's office. I had no idea what I did. I had no idea. And I'm there, and he's already on the phone with my dad. And I'm just counting down the amount of minutes I have left alive. And my dad shows up, and he just looks at me, doesn't say a word. He just gives me that look that says, I got 3 others, I don't really need you, and since you're the only one, I'm the only one attached to you, nobody's gonna miss you if you're gone. I read all that in that look. And he says to the principal, what did my son do? Well, sir, apparently your son thinks it's funny to tell the class that he wants to be a gay. My dad went from being pissed to just confused. You want to be a gay? And I'm just sitting there. Yeah. Do you know what that is? I think so. Come on, boy, let's go. And we're leaving, and he's not angry, but every once in a while, when we're in the car and we're driving, he just kind of And when we drove past our house without even slowing down, oh my God. Oh my God. I was convinced there's a hole in the desert for me and nobody's gonna know. Instead, we drive straight to my Uncle Charlie's house. We go inside, he grabs my Uncle Charlie, sits him down, sits me down. Tell your Uncle Charlie what you want to be when you grow up. Gay. My Uncle Charlie lights up like a Christmas tree.